The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Hey, what up YouTube fam, it's Dupree aka Darth Vader here with some fresh brand new Star Wars news for you. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and also don't forget to check out my last video because it greatly helps out the channel. So let's get into it. So when Star Wars was first released in 1977, fans marveled at the iconic standoff between Darth Vader and Princess Leia, with Vader demanding to know where the Death Star plans are and Leia lying about the whole thing to his face. It was truly a sight to see in the cinema, but ever since the rest of the original trilogy created, fans have begged the question, why couldn't Vader sense Leia was his daughter? There's a few reasons to this. Reason number one, he didn't know. Part of what makes the scene work is the fact that Vader has no idea he has children. He assumes the baby died with Padme, making his screams and cries at the end of Revenge of the Sith even more impactful. Vader found out he had a son between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back after Boba Fett discovers Luke's last name was Skywalker. 2. Leia wasn't Force sensitive. Throughout the original trilogy, Darth Vader sensed the Force in others. One example was with Obi-Wan. As the Millennium Falcon landed on the Death Star, Vader noted that he sensed a presence he had not felt in a long time. Notice he only sensed Kenobi because he had been around him many times in his life, so he was familiar with his presence, and Kenobi was also Force sensitive. Another example can be found in the final battle scene. The only time Vader mentions Luke's Force sensitivity while Luke is using the Force to hit the exhaust port. And also, he makes no recognition that Luke is his son. He says, the Force is strong with this one. And again in Return of the Jedi, Vader finally senses his connection to his daughter because of Luke's fear, but he has no idea who it could be. Luke was Force sensitive at the time, so the presence of his fear was more present and more clear. In contrast, Vader sensed his connection with Luke Skywalker almost immediately, but how did Vader detect his relationship with one of his offspring but not the other? Well, the short answer is, the creator George Lucas had no idea Leia would end up becoming Darth Vader's daughter until after A New Hope. A lot of books have tried to address the decades-old plot hole. Lucas had originally planned Han, Leia, and Luke. However, he ultimately decided Luke and Leia were siblings, which is made clear by how they treat one another in the later films. The fact of the matter is that Vader didn't even become Luke's father until Lucas realized the character was an enormous hit with audiences. He was making up plot elements for the original trilogy as he went along. As a result, it was left to other writers to justify the holes that came from creating a story this way. And when you think about it, there are a lot of plot holes that need to be tied up or can be tied up later on with more storytelling. We got the reason why the Empire would make a huge exhaust port exposing the third reactor of the Death Star in Rogue One, as it was a trap from Galen Erso. And I'm sure we're gonna get something later down the line with Leia. And at this point in time, Leia was not trained, didn't know anything about the Jedi. This is still a plot hole that I'm sure Lucasfilm is going to answer later down the line. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about Vader not sensing Leia as his daughter. Personally, I'm okay with this, seeing as I know that this wasn't the full picture in George Lucas's mind when he was making the original trilogy. But like I said, I'm sure they're gonna figure out some way to explain this later on. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And as always, if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell to get notifications for all my latest videos. That would be great. Anyway, guys, take care. See you in the next one. May the Force be with you.